Good evening, folks. Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you. It always is. I hope you're doing well. Two of the best for us once again today over in Wimbledon. We're going to be going through the rest of these quarter-final matches. Shouldn't take that much of your time. Anything I'm going for personally will be in that pinned comment. Make sure you're checking that out. And be sure to get your own predictions in too as we go along. We'd all appreciate that. Like the video if you would. Get yourself subscribed to the channel if you're new. You can support the channel if you want. It's entirely up to you. Do not feel obliged. Link in the description, or you can just hit the thanks under the video. Very well, folks. Before we get into the recap and the picks, 2,000 subs, eh? Just over 2,000 subscribers now, folks. Say something about that. I appreciate each and every one of you. Grateful for everyone that continues to get involved and show the support every day. It means a lot to me. Who'd have thought? I mean, can you believe it? I can't fucking believe it. Absolute madness. In what is essentially such a short period of time, a season and a half. This will be our second full season by the end of this one. 2,000. If you'd have told me we did that at the start, I wouldn't have believed you, to say the least. I'd have certainly thought you were out of your mind. Great. Fantastic. We continue to grow each and every day. That I don't know what we're doing right over here. I mean, we're certainly doing something right. We do it different, do we not? We tend to do it a little bit different over here. Some hate it, some love it. It is what it is. I've figured, over the 2 years we've been doing this, I gain the audience that my language attracts, and I tend to lose the audience that my language repels. And I don't know about you, but I feel like that's most definitely the best way for it to be. We've managed to gather a very solid group of fine folk over here. Sad. Happy days. We have most definitely managed to break on through to the other side. Who knows where we're going to end up? Consistency and the originality. That's the lethal combo. That's going to see us through. I can guarantee it that. But very well. That's enough of that shite. How did we get on yesterday? I had over 39.5 for Kachanov and Fritz, and it fell just on the 39. I couldn't have been any closer if I'd have tried. I can't help but feel like that 6-1 set that Taylor Fritz dropped kinda shot me in the foot. But it is what it is. You ain't gonna catch me crying over that. I seen someone sent a spy into the comments trying to give me shit, saying it was terrible picks and all this and that. Fucking calm yourself down, brother. Calm yourself down. Stay in your fucking lane. It is what it is. You don't see anyone else complaining over stuff like that. Just rein it in. If you can't handle a loss, then don't bet the money. You pay your money and you take your choice. That's what I always say, is it not? But let me know. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you just come close like me? I just come close today. But now that's out the way, we'll get into this. We'll get into these two today. Should be rather quick. First off, we've got Jannik Sinner and Ben Shelton. I was going to say Sinner and Dimitrov, but it's not. Jannik Sinner and Ben Shelton. What is going to happen in this one? Now, straight off the bat, it may be an immediate shock. You're getting Jannik Sinner around 1.3 to 1.4. We didn't like what we seen against Dimitrov, did we? I think we're all in agreement on that one. He was done. He was so done. This was going to be Dimitrov and Ben Shelton. But it's not. How lucky can you get? I imagine Jannik Sinner would be the first to admit he probably does not deserve to be here. We talk about people not deserving to go through into the next rounds. Jesus Christ. And imagine, you know what, I don't even want to say it, but is it just me, or if Jannik Sinner wins this title, the only thing anyone is going to talk about is that match against Dimitrov, isn't it? It's going to be a gigantic question mark, providing he does win it, but he's still got quite a way to go, yeah. I think he's had an easy draw. Prior to that one, Luka Nardi, Vukic, Pedro Martinez. I mean, what is that? He's probably beating them with his eyes closed, isn't he? But then he bumps into Dimitrov. Call it complacency, just call it a bad day. I don't know. If that was a bad day, I don't think I've seen Sinner look that bad in quite some time. It was quite a surprise, wasn't it? I mean, fantastic from Dimitrov. He played the perfect game. He knew exactly how to get at Sinner the other day. Just couldn't see it out. What a shame. Such a shame. I think Ben Shelton should be able to give him a decent go. He's been solid. He has been solid. Kinda eased his way into the tournament. Alex Bolt, Dinky, Fuskovic, all in straights, and then Sonego in for bit of a tougher task. Never really in doubt in that one when it came to the American. Solid. So solid. Like, this is, what he's done in Wimbledon and then how he was playing in the warm-up to Wimbledon. It's night and day. It's night and day. This is most definitely Ben Shelton that we know. Look, showing a little bit of respect to Ben Shelton. I mean, he's still a quite a big dog. 3.4, 3.5. That spread's 4.5. That's probably a lot shorter than what you would have got that anywhere else, any other tournament, any other surface, any other season. But like I say, you can't deny how bad Jannik Sinner looked against Dimitrov. These have played each other quite a few times since 2023, 6 times to be precise. Jannik Sinner winning the last 5 meetings, so Ben Shelton winning the first one of the lot. Always a tiebreak. Been a tiebreak in every single match, so I feel like it's a bit of a cop-out for me to sit here and go, just take Ben Shelton or take the tiebreak in the match. It may come in, it may not. I don't know what the odds are for it. I imagine they're not as good as what I'd probably like them to be. But I couldn't talk it off it. Like I say, if history's anything to go off, you'd assume there's going to be a tiebreaker. Do you think Ben Shelton wins a set? Could do. Although, he hasn't won one since the first time he played him. Every match has been straight sets. They've never played each other on the clay. They did play in Wimbledon last year. Straight sets for Jannik Sinner. Straight sets after that. Seems to be quite a pattern. I wouldn't be brave enough to assume Jannik Sinner beats Ben Shelton in straight sets in this one, based off what I've seen in the last round. But what I will say is this, and this is what's putting me off. When was the last time you seen Jannik Sinner play that bad? Probably can't remember, right? Even when he gets beat, he still usually puts in a decent one. He looked well off it. Now, I feel like, based on what we've seen, a lot of people are assuming he's just going to rock up against Ben Shelton and not stand a chance, or he's going to struggle just as much. And I kind of get it to some extent. You can look at it one of two ways. He knows he played bad. He knows he needs to get a grip of himself and sort his fucking head out coming into this one. Otherwise, I think Ben Shelton definitely possesses the type of game, certainly on the grass, to not only give him some trouble, but to send this guy home tomorrow if he's not careful. That's a fact. So will the pressure get to him? You play bad, you know you need to play better regardless. What if you don't? It begins to unravel. And the rest is history. We see Ben Shelton in the semi-finals. And if that's how Sinner's going to turn up, then Shelton will most definitely deserve to be in the semis as well, because I imagine he's going to turn up and play just as solid as he always does when we expect him to, really. Is Jannik Sinner going to play that bad again? This was my main point, what I wanted to get to. You barely see him put in a match like that. Hardly ever. What are the odds we get back-to-back stinkers from the world number one? I'm sure we're going to find out, aren't we? We're going to find out one way or another. 1.3, you're not doing anything with that, especially on a day like this. There's not much to parlay that with, in my opinion. I'd be looking at Shelton plus the 4.5, but I'm not that confident in it. Maybe look at a total. What's the total for? I don't know, stay away. Get remnants of the Fritz and Kachanov game today. 39.5, 40.5, it's around that. I think Shelton on the 4.5. It could come in. I wouldn't be surprised if it would, really, but I say I wouldn't be surprised. They played each other in the Australian Open the start of the year. Tiebreaker in the first, 6-2, 6-2. Yannick Sinner's just a lot better than Ben Shelton. Let's not forget this. Let's not have that one match, that one performance, cloud our judgment going into this one. It's Yannick Sinner. It's the world number one. I weren't too convinced against Dimitrov, I'll be honest. It looked like majority of people would have beat him on that day. But I'm just not so sure we're going to get back-to-back crappers like that from the Yannick Sinner. I would be very, very shocked if he did. I'm expecting him to win. I'm definitely expecting him to win. He's went 5-1 on the grass, 6-4 before Ben Shelton. All them four losses all come in a row ever since he got beat by Zverev in Stuttgart as well. So he's most definitely seemed to pick up the pace over in the slam. Couldn't go against Yannick Sinner in this one. Even with what I've just seen, I'd expect him to be able to get a grip for himself, come out, and just beat Ben Shelton. I say he's better. I think he does everything better, really. Shelton's solid. He's super, super solid, but he's not Yannick Sinner level. You know that. You don't need me to tell you that. I'd love to take him on the points. I would love to take him on the points. I'd love to have a look at the over. But the reality is, folks, like I mentioned at the start, I've still got the outright going. And it all comes down to today. Yannick Sinner being a very crucial part of said outright as well. So I kind of need him to win. And you can bet your ass I'll be cheering for him to win as well. I need him to. It's the way it's going to go. You know what I mean? We've battled through this week. We've done all right. I mean, we've done a hell of a lot better than most. I seen something on Twitter the other day. Can't remember who it was. Someone said someone who charges for picks. Like one of them fucking Twitter. I can't remember what they're called anyway. You have an account somewhere, and it was like $80 a week or something. And the first 3 days minus 75 units. Now I thought that was a joke. I dug a little bit deeper, and I came to my realization that it was true. I could not believe that. I thought we had a bit of a slow start. It's just one better day, Lost a couple, and then we pulled it back, and then outright or not. Minus 75 units in the first 3 days. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God, I wouldn't expect to have any subscribers if that was me. So, if you ever think you're having a bad day, head on over to Twitter. There's always someone having a hell of a worse day than you over there. I can guarantee that. But yeah, I need Yannick Sinner to win that. He has to win this one for me. He's got to get it done. Like I say, it'll act as somewhat as a redemption shot. It's been an okay week, but what will end up an okay week would be turned into a rather successful one indeed, providing I can get this outright. So Yannick Sinner, I am relying on you today. It all comes down to you, and it all comes down to this next one. We've got Flavio Cobolli and Djokovic. Tip of the cap to the young Italian here, folks. You've got to tip your cap to Flavio Cobolli. Quarterfinals. If you'd have told me Flavio Cobolli was going to be in the quarterfinals of Wimbledon, I'd have thought you were fucking insane. But here he stands, and you cannot say he does not deserve to be here. Fantastic. Ran into a little bit of trouble last time out against Marin Cilic, dropped just the one set. That's just the only set he's dropped all tournaments, and not only that, he's barely lost his serve. He's barely been broke. I think he's lost his serve twice, has he? Something like that. Don't quote me on it. Barely. Fantastic. Really, really improved his game coming onto the grass, especially coming into the slam. He's most definitely risen to the occasion here. Djokovic 1.08. I mean, what? You don't need me to tell you you're not going to take that. There's no business to be done with that. Maybe that is somewhat reflective of how this match is expected to go. I'm fully expecting Djokovic to win this, don't get me wrong. And like I said in the last one, I need him to win this too. This is the final ingredient in the piece of pie for me. If I can get Djokovic to win this, I'll be laughing all the way to the bank with that one. But he's got to get past Flavio Cobolli. The ever surprising Flavio Cobolli. Now, looking at it for what it is, I'd say should be a rather routine win for Djokovic. I would imagine it would be anywhere else on the tour. They played each other last year in Shanghai, 6-1, 6-2 for Djokovic. There you go. Kind of expect it, right? 6-2 on the grass for the Italian, 4-1 for the Serb in this. I think Djokovic has just been Djokovic, hasn't he? Like I said the other day, we haven't really had to talk about him because that's always the case until we get up to this kind of point in the week. Alexander Muller, Dan Evans, Kekmanovic probably looked at as most vulnerable against Alex de Minaur. But that's probably going to happen. He's one hell of a step up than the matches prior to that, no doubt. Cobolli's looked decent as well. Zakayev, Pennington Jones, Jakub Mensik just fucking schooled Mensik, didn't he? And then Marin Cilic. I had him to beat Cilic. A lot of people hated that, but then at the same time, a lot of people loved it. It was just one of them. You just had to pick a side. And fortunately for me, I managed to get on the right one at that. But I think it's a huge ask. A huge, huge ask to get past Djokovic today. This would be a shock upset. Now, we have seen Djokovic fall victim to an Italian or two, a lower ranked Italian or two in the past, and Matteo Arnaldi. Was it Luca Nardi that one time or something? It was one of them, weren't it? Darderio and Luca Nardi. Arnaldi's beat him. So maybe it's an Italian case. Maybe Cobolli's going to turn up and he's going to pull off the upset. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't bet on it at all. Getting them around a 7-1 and 8-1 dog. That spread is 7.5, maybe 8.5 by the time the match starts. And I'd love to take it. I would love to take a big spread with Cobolli based on what I've seen so far this week. But I'm just not brave enough to do it. And quite frankly, it's going to be the last time I mention this as well because I've said it a few times. But I need Djokovic to win. I don't hedge bets. It takes all the fun out. If you're going to hedge your bets, you may as well just fucking not. Like, what's the point? He just swings and roundabouts in it. I'm all in on this one. All in on this. It's the last one that stands. Taylor Fritz, cash for me on the outright, and then this one to seal the deal and see me through to, I'd say to the next tournament. But we've got a nice day off tomorrow, and then we've got the semis and then the finals, so we'll assess the situation once we get there. What is the total on this before we go? Actually, really quick. I think the total is 32.5, 31.5. Call it 32.5. That could go over. Maybe a little lean towards the over for that. Just hope that Cobolli can keep it close and put in a good effort here. But ultimately, I would imagine Djokovic's going to have more than enough to get that one done when the time comes. But we're going to leave it there, folks. I'll be saying good night to you. Appreciate it all. You know I do. Means a lot to me. Stopping by, watching the videos every day. It's cool as fuck, that. It really is. But I'll be saying good night to you. You take care of yourselves. You take it easy. You take care of one another. That's the most important thing, is it not? Like and subscribe. Let me know what you're going for. Best of luck to you. Enjoy the matches today. And I'll see you all, not tomorrow, but the day after that. See you in a bit.